Peace and love, family. Peace and love, family. I'm coming out with y'all with another powerful lecture. It's Tupac of DC, spiritual supporter in the building. We back with another one on this channel. And this video right here is going to be another powerful video. I want y'all to spam that like button. I want y'all to share this video. Click the notification bell. I'm staying consistent. I'm coming back with y'all live in a wreck hard body. So in this video right here, this is another powerful video. This video is about the real world and the dream world. Because what's going on right now, the real world and the dream world is emerging together. The real world and the dream world is emerging together. We at the point in our life, we don't know what's real, what's fake. But you gotta understand, what's real ain't nothing but a magnetic electric signal and turning what's real ain't nothing but a magnetic electric spectrum signal activating and turning to activating and unlocking your neurons in your brain to help you produce dopamine. You gotta understand, everything in this world that we live in, dog, it's us. It's part of us. Because before it was you, it was us. So everything in this world is part of us. The plants, the trees, the sun, the sky, the water, the air, the pollution, everything is us. Because it's part of us. Because made out of molecules, cells, organism, living organism, stars, fire, wind, dirt, soil, dust, all that is us in some form, shape, or type of way. But what's going on right now on this planet, or what I so-called say Earth, or what I so-called say AKA the Matrix, what's going on right now, dog, is that the real world and the dream world is emerging together. And this video right here is another video about make it make sense with the real world and the dream world. Make it make sense. We about to make it make sense right now for y'all. Y'all gotta understand this. We as people that's programmed to the fake reality that we living in, we think this. You gotta understand this. This is a virtual reality realm that we live in. Because everything that we supposed to be, the way that we live in, is the opposite of the way that we supposed to be living. You feel me? We out here, the only thing that come to our mind is we need cash, we need cash, we need cash, we need cash. But the main thing that come to rich, it's like this. Poor people want cash. Rich people want assets. Don't you understand that? Poor people want cash. Rich people want assets. I'm at the point I used to think about cash money and all that. I don't think about cash money. I don't think about paper money anymore. Because I know everything in this world is about numbers. It's about communicating. It's about building with one another. It's about supporting one another. It's about sharing with one another. But we don't want to share because we keep thinking about cash. Because we too caught up in the money game, the money race, what they so-called the rat race. All that's in the dream world. The real world, you know, to get all that type of stuff, it started with us. It didn't start with you. It started with us. So if you brought up in a poor community, in a poor family, you gotta understand, it didn't start with you. It started with them. And them equal up to us because you're around, because you part of that community, you part of that environment. So now instead of you labeling as you just in a poor environment, us is in a poor environment. You understand that? You gotta understand everything inside your home and outside, and anything inside your home and everything inside you and around your neighborhood, your community, your environment, it's the real world. Once you step foot from that community, from that environment, now you in the dream world now. Now you got to make it make sense for yourself. Because everything that's inside you, inside your home, and inside your environment and your community, it's the real world. It's the real world because you see these people 24/7. These people not fake to you. You see them 24/7, don't you? If you don't see them 24/7, they probably be in the house hiding around somewhere. Or they probably be working. You probably don't see them like that. But just the statistics, the big picture of it, that I'm trying to break it down to y'all so I can make it make sense to y'all, is that that's the real world. You got to understand, time is illusion. Astrology came before time, before mankind. What the human try to do, the humans try to go back in time or go back into BBC area and try to create something and switch it up into their own creation and present it to us in the way that they want to present it to us. But we can't get caught up in they master square. We can't get caught up in they lies. You feel me? That they present to us. We gotta figure it out. We gotta do our own research, and we gotta question everything that's been given to us, and we gotta present it in our own way. That's the real world. The dream world is you seeing everything that you see and going by and just thinking everything that you see and everything that's been given to you out of a book or anything like that. You think it's you think it's 100% real. But how is everything that you see, smell, touch, and read and connect with is real if you had not even create it for yourself? No different than going back to families, your parents. They can tell you anything. They can tell you that the water is green, but you know the water is clear. But you go out in the environment and connect with other people based off your creator, based off the people that created you. They tell you the water was green. So you go outside of your home and connect with other people in the dream world, and they telling you the water don't got color to it unless you add color to it. Do your research on it. You feel me? Forget even doing your research on it. You can just buy water. You can just cut the sink on. Turn a knob on the back in the bathroom. Cut the shower on. Do you see the water green? Do it look green? No, it's clear. But your parents tell you that it was green. So we getting caught up in So we gotta make it make sense between the real world and the dream world. We too caught up in what somebody else tell us, and we not caught up in how can I find this out myself. But the real world and the dream world is emerging together to the point it's making it more. It's getting more harder and harder and harder for you to find out the truth, because everything is manipulating you. Everything is telling you lies. Everything is crucifying. Everything is psychologically manipulating you. A lot of reverse psychology going on in the universe. So it's gonna be hard for you to find out what's real and what's fake. What is the real world and what is the dream world? The real world is everything that you find out within yourself. The dream world is everything that's been given it to you. So, like I said, your parents is putting you in the dream world because they give you fake information that they give you fake information that don't have no proof and evidence to it. You feel me? They can tell you the water's green as a child. Throughout your life, you're gonna be telling everybody. You're gonna be connecting with different. You're gonna connect with different programs, different people around the world. You're gonna tell them, "Hey, the water green," but they showing you the water's clear. They showing you information the water's clear. But since they program you in the dream world to don't think for yourself, because I'm your father, I'm your mother, I'm your parent. That's how you get caught up in the dream world. That's how you be far and far behind and knowing the important stuff and the important information that you need to supposed to be knowing within your life. That's how I be saying. We got to make it make sense, dog. We got to make it make sense. How you going to live in a dream world and don't think for yourself? How you going to try to connect with the real world if you don't think for yourself? No. How you going to live in a dream world if you don't know what's going on? Oh, no. The dream world, by you living in the dream world, dog. Yeah, yeah. How you gonna live in the dream world and you don't know what's going on? How you gonna try to connect with the real world if you don't think for yourself? We gotta make it make sense. Because by you living in the dream world, you gotta know what's going on. Because everything is so fake. Everything is so much illusions going on. We think I'm gonna break it down to you like this. You got family members or you got so-called parents that you don't get along with. They don't support you whatsoever. They talk down on everything that you do. But yeah. They talk down on everything that you want to do for yourself. But they don't talk down on nothing that you cannot do for yourself. Basically, right? And then they so-called put their hand on you. They so-called threaten you. They mentally abusing you. They verbally abusing you in all types of ways. You feel me? And outside of your home or outside of your family, everybody treats you with love and joy and happiness and respect. They treat you like real family, but your family don't treat you like family because they not your real family. Just because they got the same bloodline as you, but they really don't have the same bloodline as you. Y'all just connected in some form. That's how they be fooling us. They connect the dots with genetics and make it seem like, oh, we all the same. But we don't even know that we come from different Egyptian bloodlines. From way, 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 way back. But in this world, they ain't gonna never let you know none of that type of stuff. They ain't gonna never let you know who is an enemy, who's a threat, who's the person you shouldn't be around with. But we brought up in this world with people that we're around that we shouldn't be around with. You hear me? But like I said, it's a spiritual battle. That's understandable. That's the real world. When you understand you're in a spiritual battle, then you know what it's the real world is. When you don't know there's a spiritual battle going on and you just around these same people that you do not get along with and they don't support you, you accept the dream world. You'll accept the dream world. You accept the fake reality that you live in every day. I don't accept it. That's why I'm trying to get away from it. You feel me? But it's hard to get away from it because it's set up like that. Because you need that support system. So everybody going through a situation like that, that they know what the real world is and they know where they supposed to be at. But they caught up in the real world and the dream world. Just understand this: by you still living here in this fake matrix virtual reality realm that we in, you always gonna be still in the dream world, but you need to be raising your consciousness. You need to be gaining more financial stability, and you need to be trying to be wealthy enough or anything or some form type of way so you can be able to put yourself in a better situation so you can be more in control of your situation in your life, so you won't have to be, so it won't be no up and down roller coasters going on. You feel me? But if you can't do it yourself, you got to find other people that can help you do it. That's the only thing. If the program fake reality program people that's around you, if they ain't helping you do it, you got to find people that can help you do it. And then you got to find a way how you can separate yourself from the fake people you're around with in your corner, in your circle, and connect with them before they turn into your enemies. Because you gotta look at it like this. We just gotta make it make sense. We want to keep standing around people that's programmed, that's no support, that could have the potential to turn to our worst enemies over time. That's unhealthy and not aware of what's going on for no self-improvement. That's unhealthy mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Over and over and over again, each and every day. Okay, that's understandable. That's understandable if you ain't got no choice right now, because life is hard right now because you just start figuring out. But when you in a situation that you able to get away, just get away. But make sure before you make a move, make it your best move, dog. Don't stack up $10,000 and think everything cool and sweet and move somewhere if you cannot make $10,000 back. I'm not talking about making it back in a year, making it back within a couple of months. You feel me? Around like between 3 or 4 months, or maybe 2. You got to be thinking like this, because you put you time traveling to another dimension, dog. Like you traveling somewhere else. You feel me? You traveling through space. so you can find a better space. So when you time travel and you traveling to find a better space, you got to understand the numbers. You got to study the number game. That's when astrology and chemiology come in the picture. But they've been using math and digits and fooling us in another type of way. But astrology and all that stuff in chemiology was created before it was math. Math is man-made. Astrology, chemiology, that stuff came before math, but they used that study and create some man-made material to keep you lost and keep us more divided and have us what? Multiply. But if we start breaking down multiplication and division, and we start seeing how they work, and we apply them to our life in some form, shape, or way, and we concentrate it and we create it in a way that it kind of makes sense. It will make sense. That's why I said everything they give us to the word in His word, it don't make sense. So we got to make it make sense. Everything they give us to us in His dream, we got to make it make sense because we still sleeping. We sleeping here. We might be awake. We might be still breathing. We might be alive, but we still sleeping. And we wait and we waiting and we trying to seek and find true purpose to get back to the source. You feel me? But we got people right here that had came back here thousands of times. What they so-called might say a Messiah. They had came back and they had been through this thousands of times trying to figure it out. But they finally figured it out. And now they're here to spread the information to help us figure it out. So we can have a chance to go back to the what? The main source. You gotta understand, when you've been chosen, when it's your time, it's your time. A lot of people around the world, they might have more better stuff than you, or they might feel like they're living a better life than you. Understand, they caught up in a desire. People that find a true purpose, they don't believe in all that stuff. All that stuff don't matter to them. They might got to upgrade. They might unlock their DNA. You feel me? They might level up in the matrix and start getting more, start getting a better house, start living in a better environment, start having a better car, start having a better future. None of that stuff don't matter if it ain't true purpose. It just desires. But what is the purpose in that? The main objective and the main goal to be wealthy and find true purpose and live a better life is to think rich but live broke. No. I take that back. No. Think rich, live rich, but look broke. Or act broke. Or what I can say, act broke. Act like you don't got nothing. Act like none of this stuff don't matter to you. I don't care. You feel me? You got a bunch of money. You accomplish a lot of stuff, but you're not caught up. You don't got no love for it. You only love purpose. That's the only thing you love is purpose. That's what we got to start thinking when we want to be in the real world. You feel me? If we keep dreaming, keep being in love with your house, keep being in love with your car, keep being in love with the television, the TV, keep being in love with all the stuff that they've been giving it to you. Do not be in love with yourself. Be in love with money. If you want to be in the dream world, you got to get out of the dream world, dog. You got to get out of the dream world. You got to get out, because you can love something so much to the point you're not really focusing on your health. You feel me? You got all the nice cars, you got all the nice shoes, you got a nice place, all the type of stuff. You're still depressed. You still got bad health. Next thing you know, you accomplish all this type of stuff. Now you end up having cancer. You end up having diabetes because you was not putting that love within yourself. It was no self-love within you. You feel me? Because you was too caught up in the dream world. Like you was still dreaming. Like you was not living in the real world. You feel me? The real world is focusing on your health, the love for yourself. You feel me? Building with people, sharing with people, connecting with people. Being selfless, not being selfish. You got to understand, we living in the last days. So all these people around you that is selfish, they time coming. Because because it's like this. The Most High, the number one creator, the Most High that create everything down here that is beneath him, he or she, it's the sun. So if the sun, the Most High don't like them, guess what? They time coming. They gonna be judged. Because you wanna know why? Nature ain't gonna keep them alive anymore. So they body gonna start evaporating. They gonna start getting sick. They gonna start dying from the inside and from the outside. And then people around the world, they got people that they socialize themselves with these people. They gonna be wondering why, like they ain't gonna understand it between the real world and the dream world. Like they ain't gonna understand it. Like they know they caught up in the real world because they caught up in real true purpose. But all the other people that's caught up in the fake world, the fake desire fantasy world and stuff like that, still being selfish, not being selfless, not trying to be a god or anything like that, not trying to put in God's work. They're around these people, they think these the right people they're around with, and then stuff start happening to them people, and then they start figuring out how their life is getting snatched away from them. Like they just feel like, dang, people in my life keep getting taken away from me. They just keep passing away. It's because they was not serving a purpose. You got to serve your purpose. That's why stuff is happening to people around here, because they not serving a purpose. You got to serve your purpose, dog. You got to serve your purpose. If you do not serve your purpose, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. You think you making it, but you ain't gonna really make it. You got to serve your purpose. You got to understand, if it's two ways around this, you got to understand this. Back to the dream world, but I'm gonna make the dream world to the real world based off the books that we read. Back to the Bible. What did the Bible say? The Bible said they create man and woman in his image. But the Most Highs and the most creators, it's multiple of them. It's not just a man, it's a woman too as well. But I ain't gonna try to confuse you with this. But like I'm saying like this, back to the Bible book, they said they create man and woman. God created man and woman in his image. And what God said, he can create a life and take a life. What is we doing out here every day? We creating life and we taking a life. Understand, if you can create a life, if you can create another being here on earth, that's a form of you, God, right? If you can take a life while you live in life, that's another form of a God, right? So when stuff happens to people out here in the world, understand, don't be mad at them. Don't be mad at the person that did that to that person. Don't be mad. Don't be mad if another person take another person's life. Don't be mad at that, because go back to the Bible. I forget all that. Oh, God said you don't supposed to judge, but God judging us every day of our life. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual war every day of our life, based off that book. Based off that book, God said it's a battle every goddamn day of our life. It's a battle every day. So if another person take another person's life, that's God doing. Based off the Bible book, y'all can say, oh, he lost, he this and that. What God has said, he can create a life and take a life. He created us in his image. Only thing we doing is doing God's work. So when you see another person on the news or the police or any other person taking another person's life, you shouldn't get mad at that. That shouldn't bother you. If it bothers you, you caught up in the dream world. You still dreaming, you still sleep. Or you still caught up in fear. You still lost. You still lost. You still lost. You still sleeping. I'm gonna break it down to y'all like this. A situation happened between your friends or your family or a homeboy, homegirl, whatever the case may be. You start beefing with this person, right? Because you start figuring out that this person ain't nothing but an enemy, right? You start beefing with this person, right? So y'all start beefing with each other. And the next thing you know, it gets down to a conflict, to the point that it get down to somebody got to take somebody's life. So you end up taking that person's life. You defending yourself. That's the real world. That's real. That's real. In a spiritual standpoint, that's real. You beefing with somebody and you take that person's life by you protecting yourself, that's real. That's real. But how the world look at it, they look at it as being fake. They look at it as being fake. They don't care about your stories. They don't care about what you had going on throughout the past years or throughout y'all situation. They don't care about that. They look at it being wrong. They look at it being fake. Because that's how the dream world, that's how the Matrix, that's how the dream world analyze the world. They look at it, it's wrong for you taking another person's life for you protecting yourself, for you knowing that this person was an enemy. So this person is an enemy and you protecting yourself and you take this person's life, they're gonna look at you as you being wrong, but you really is being right. Based off the Bible, we go back to the Bible, what God said. You can create a life and take a life. You see the confusion that's going on in the world? You see? You see the confusion that's going on in the world. You wrong for protecting yourself, but they gonna look at it as it's not being real. That by you handling that situation, that wasn't a real way for you to handle that situation. But guess what? If the table turn, it's the same type of way for the next person. You feel me? The next person is going to be judged the same type of way based off the situation within himself. You got to understand, it's within you. So being evil to people and keep being evil to people and doing something bad to somebody or taking a person's life, it's karma behind it, but it's based off the situation. If you know you did it because you don't have no other option but to do it, because this person was a threat to you, this person was an enemy to you, it's nothing bad behind that. If it seemed bad to people, it always a right to it. We don't understand that we do wrong things to people, but we don't even look at it as it being the right thing to do. You feel me? But we as human beings that don't think like God, we fear. Yeah. We fear the truth behind it. We don't want to see the truth behind it. We so quick to point the fingers, but we don't want to see the truth behind it. That's what we need to fix behind the word, dog. It's a lot of stuff that we got to fix about this word, because this word ain't caught, but like they say, we got to go through the worst for it to get better. That's just how it be. We got to go through the worst for it to get better. We got to. By you protecting yourself and you defending yourself and you beefing with this person, and this person was the enemy of your life, and you take that person's life, this world gonna look at you as you being wrong and that person being right. How that person right if that person not even living no more? But I'm not saying every person to take a person's life is doing the right thing. But I'm just saying, based off the situation and the circumstances, it should have some type of it should have some type of agreement and a disagree. But put both of them together and come to one solution. That was God doing. If God ain't gonna judge you inside yourself, if God cannot judge you within yourself and get rid of you, somebody else gonna get rid of you. You feel me? That's God's work. That's part of God's work. If God cannot get rid of you from an illness or sickness, somebody else gonna get rid of you. That's how the world works. That's how the real world and the dream world, that's how it makes sense. That's how it makes sense to you. You feel me? That's how it makes sense. And you gotta understand this before I close it out. If a person keep telling you that you ain't gonna be nothing in your life, you wanna know why they telling you that? Because they is nothing. They nothing. They a piece of trash. They nothing. That's why. They know they nothing. So the only thing they can do is keep on spreading that energy around, because they feel like nothing. If a person that feel like he ain't gonna be nothing and he's some trash and he ain't shit, guess what? He gonna keep spraying that energy around because he know he not that. He know his time coming. But the best thing for you to do is don't even feed into it. You know that person killing themselves every day because you know that person ain't nothing. If that person ain't nothing to you, and they ain't no support, they nothing. So if they keep on thinking they nothing and keep spreading energy to people, telling them they ain't nothing, and you know you ain't nothing, guess what? They ain't nothing. Because we don't see eye to eye on nothing. I got the type of energy. That's why I keep telling y'all, dog. You can spiritually kill somebody while even touching them based off your energy. So if you got a good energy and you telling yourself, I'm gonna make it through life. This person ain't nothing. I'm gonna be something in my life. I'm gonna do better in my life. And this person think that they ain't gonna never do nothing better in their life, and they think they figure it out, but you know they haven't figured it out. And you know they're not doing, and you know they're not putting in God's work. Just sit back and relax and see what happens throughout Judgment Day. That's all you got to do. Because everything gonna be better. You gotta understand, dog. You got a long life to live. These people that might be around your age bracket or might be older than you, they ain't gonna live that long. If they don't find true purpose, they not gonna live that long. They not gonna live that long. You feel me? But anyway, dog, I had broke this down to you the best way I can. I had make it make sense the best way I can, or whatever, between the real world and the dream world. A lot of people, they still sleeping. They still haven't found true purpose, but that's okay. Just understand they time coming, and understand you got more stuff coming your way. Just understand that. You got a bright future coming your way. You got a lot of stuff coming your way. You just got to stay patient, dog, and keep putting in that work, dog. And don't sit back and let everything come to you. Cause that's what the dream world wants you to do. They want you to get comfortable. They want everything. They want you to keep depending on your parents. They want you to be in a situation that they think that everything is going to come to you while you putting in no God work. You got a lot of responsibilities. You got some God duties that you got to do. So you just got to put in that work, though. You can't keep sitting back and thinking, oh, everything going to happen to me. All this money going to come to me. Like, all this success going to come to me. If I just sit back and meditate and think, nah, it don't work like that. You got to meditate, think about it 24/7, read about it, and put in the work. You got to go out there and get it. You got to go out there and get it. It's not going to come to you. In every situation you get yourself involved into, and you feel like it's not working out for you, find something else. Throughout your whole life, dog, when you at that level, that godlike frequency, dog, only thing you doing in life is finding and finding and finding and finding and finding. You're not sitting back waiting for I mean, if you sitting back waiting, the only thing you know, you got a limit, you got a time frame that you're gonna sit back and wait till this stuff happen. If it don't happen at a certain time, guess what? You're gonna find something else. That's how the world is. You got to keep finding and finding and finding and finding and finding. You got to keep finding. But your main objective is you're trying to find peace. You're trying to find peace. But when you at the point when you got a lot of responsibilities and a lot of God duties that you got to do, it's hard for you to find peace because you still battering. It's still a battle that's going on, still a spiritual battle that's going on within the world. So right now, all of us sitting back thinking we living peaceful. We not living peaceful because there's too much stuff going on in the world that you seeing for you to be having for you to live in peace. That's why if we all come together as one, it would be more easy for us to have peace instead of us have to battle with the world to find peace. You feel me? But anyway, though, peace and love, family. Hope this video had woke you up and had inspired y'all to the truth between the real world and the dream world. Peace.